Is Russia going to retaliate? Good morning, everyone. It's Monday, June 24th, 2024. My name is Sam and it's time for your daily dispatch. First up, Rand Paul came out over the weekend, and he made a specific statement. And he said that the deadly consequences of the border crisis should be enough to disqualify Biden from consideration. And I think there's a lot of truth to that. There's also some Supreme Court decisions coming down this week that have to do with the possibility of holding Biden accountable for certain things that have taken place during his, quote, presidency. So, again, we'll have to keep an eye on it and see how it plays out. Over the weekend, Disney was exposed. Their vice president admitted on camera, hidden camera, that the company refuses to hire white males. This is part of their DEI efforts. Well, I think we all know what to do with Disney at this point. Same thing we did with Bud Light and Target and all the others. According to leading report, President Trump said he will get rid of the Department of Education when he's elected president. He said that they'll have a tiny group to make sure everyone is teaching English, math, and etc. But the Department of Education goes. And I think that is a wise choice. There are so many government agencies, in my opinion, that need to go away, this being one of the first. According to Fox News, Jesse Waters had a Democratic donor on, and she was a former Obama fundraiser, Allison Hun. She discussed her divorce from the Democratic Party and why she has decided to part ways with her $1 million Obama Hope poster. We're seeing more and more from the left coming over to the right. And really, it's just common sense. The Democratic Party, and I use that term loosely because I think there's a lot of Republicans that are not on the same page as conservatives, but they're moving in droves away from the left. And I, for one, am glad to see it. Here's an interesting tidbit. So we all know the war, this thing with inflation, it's not the numbers that they're telling us. It's much higher than it is. Well, it looks like Walmart now is moving to digital price tags on the shelves of their products. And these digital price tags can be changed up to 6 times per minute. Wow. They're not even trying to hide it anymore. Well, I guess they're trying to hide it, but they're making it so obvious to know that inflation is not 2, 3, or 4%. It's much higher. Retired Colonel Douglas McGregor came out over the weekend and he said that Russia blames the United States for the deadly missile attack on Crimea. Russia on Sunday said the United States had responsibility for a Ukrainian missile attack on Russian annexed Crimea, which it said killed many civilians and wounded hundreds. Well, is Russia going to allow this to happen with bombs that we apparently gave the okay to use? Well, your guess is as good as mine, but let's not forget that Russia has quite a bit of naval strength just off the coast of our Florida state. So I'll keep an eye on it and let you know how it progresses. There was a bank over the weekend that has been accused of refusing to reimburse customers, denying millions of dollars in fraud claims without any explanation. And that company was Capital One. And I find it interesting that this is happening during such a financial situation that we have now. White House officials over the weekend came out and said that Joe Biden will not be returning to the White House before the CNN presidential debate. Okay, so they're giving him, 10 days to do whatever he's doing in Delaware or wherever he actually is? Is it going to be the real Biden? Is he even going to show up? Well, I just find it laughable that he's taking, 10 days to prepare for a 90-minute debate? Oh boy, it should be something to see if it actually happens. And then lastly today, California revealed over the weekend that payroll jobs declined by 32,000 from September of 2023 through December of 2023. On the contrary, the monthly reports showed an increase when they first came out in job growth at the time. But with the fourth quarter revision, calendar year 2023 saw essentially no net job growth. Not surprising. California budgets go from surplus to deficit in the billions. I mean, it sure seems to me like they're cooking the books. But again, we'll have to keep an eye on it and see how it plays out. So that's all we have for today. If you'd like to support this channel, go to samshalhoub.com. There's multiple ways to do it. And in the meantime, I hope that you have a great week, and we'll talk again soon.